Alright, boys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. We're here on a Friday stream, only because my lazy ass took yesterday off. My voice needed the rest. You can probably even hear a little bit. But I promise you, whether you believe me or not, we are in a better position than we were yesterday and the days before that, I think. Breezy, Changeling DJ, Almevo Gamer, Blue Jay, and Stephen. Hello, welcome to the chat. Happy to have you guys here. Are we gonna finish the case today? I don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm sitting at home on a Friday night, ready to get my client Trucy Wright declared not guilty because that is just how important she is to me. Also, I didn't really have plans tonight. Tomorrow night, I am supposed to go to a holiday party, so that should be a fun time. I was actually going to try and host a holiday party here for once. I did a little small get-together with some of my closer friends last year, and I wanted to do the same thing this year, but I was so booked on other people having holiday parties that I got invited to for all of the weekends of December that I'm not really going to make it happen because there's not free time for me to host something here. So we'll try it another time. Hunter Cross, don't worry, this Trucy is rested and ready to talk. With all of these things out of the way, I say we just hop right into it. We are in the defendant lobby. We're about to regroup. If anybody needed a refresher, Trucy is about to take the stand and testify to something. There was a reason she was going to testify. Why don't we let our characters talk and see if we can remember what it was that Trucy was going to testify to. Did I say Halloween? I meant Christmas.
Ugh, that was hairy.
Yeah, tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth.
I can't say I'm crazy about that prosecutor Sadmati either. You know, with the way he says, let it go and move on, as if everything means nothing.
Let it go and move on, huh? Ho ho ho, boy! Am I interrupting a secret conclave of villains or something? Oh no, it's this man. Check my notes. Oh, my case notes. Oh god, I've got a little tickle in my throat. This is not a sick tickle. This is I ate a protein bar before chat, and I think a peanut got caught into my throat. God, I can't believe nobody wants to date me. What are the odds? What's wrong with me? Got your next evil scheme in the works already? What do you want? Keep making that face, champ. Everybody's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy. Smile for the camera. Let's see those pearly whites. Isn't that what the Grammary Creed tells you to do? Ew, this guy's such a creep.
I'm a minor.
How does it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. Oh, God. They're calling you a real witch out there. Could this be the end of Troop Grammary? God, he's such a troll. It's so sad, his existence. Listen, as a person who exists on the internet, this is what you envision when there's just certain people who just, like, for whatever reason, they have, like, a weird obsession, not with liking you. Mind you, they're not people that are like, oh, I like your content and what you do on the internet. They like to hate you. Like, the people who cheer for your downfall, and it's very, very weird. I mean, I definitely do have a couple of those myself. I swear, there's one... There's... I don't want to give them too much attention. I don't think they follow me on YouTube is the thing. Most of the, like, hateful people I get come from, like, Twitter. Ironically, that's cesspool of an environment. Go figure. There's definitely at least a handful of, like, Twitter creeps that will monitor my every single move that I do on Twitter. But they're waiting for me to do anything that they can, like, try to get, like, really angry about and try to, like, stir up some kind of storm. And if I don't, then they just simply make fun of me. And it's just, I don't know, dude, it's weird.
Go away, you creep!
Oh, what's this? Something just charged into frame. Looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet?
Filming is prohibited in the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff?
Is there any rule for gifts in the donation link? Do you mean gifts? First of all, I didn't know that was a thing you could do. But somebody has done it in the past. I think Tom Lee has done it in the past. I don't know how she did it. Quite frankly, what you guys will learn about my chat is that I don't really have an established structure of rules. My rules are no spoilers. Please don't put in anything that would be considered hate speech or so outwardly volatile that it would get me deplatformed off of YouTube or get me in trouble like a copy... or like I guess not even a copyright strike, just a bad boy strike. Like, you can't put that on the internet. So, like, your common sense rules. Something that would be considered deeply hateful, deeply pornographic, that would not fly in a YouTube environment. Don't do that. That's about it. Huh? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me.
Huh? Oh, what happened to the camera?
It just disappeared. Right before our eyes. I'll be enjoying the rest of the Trucy show from the gallery. I put out a call for Trucy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. Bet I'll get some great footage out of them. This is gonna be good, hang loose, baby. He called in some of Trucy's fans? For what purpose?
Apollo, that thing Mr. Retinz just did was some high-level sleight of hand.
Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that? Is he a magician? Because that would make perfect sense. He hates magician. He has some kind of grudge against Troop Gramarye. He's taking it all out on Trucy. He is an upstaged magician that is jealous. He is jealous he didn't get the fame and the success that Trucy Wright got. And that is the answer to our question of why there are hateful people on the internet. I would say 95% of hate that exists on the internet is projected jealousy. People who look at somebody else and they're like, fuck that person. Why do they get to have what I don't have? Why are they getting the attention? I want the attention. Why do they get the money? I want the money. That's mostly what it is, really. Now, granted, sometimes like people will do a great social blunder and like cause a great uprising and outrage, but usually it's just your standard run-of-the-mill jealous. Because the thing is, when you're satisfied with your own life, honestly, even when you're not satisfied with your own life, most people are not, like, hateful. That's the thing. I can proudly sit here in front of this camera and say, and this is setting the bar pretty low, I have never left a hate comment on an internet video of anybody's. Now, granted, like, especially with, like, the TikTok For You page, do I see some shit that I'm like, ew, you're cringy or gross or a loser? Like, we're all human. We all have opinions when we see content. But, like, the rest of the normal population, when you have a negative opinion about somebody, I tend to just keep it to myself. I don't feel the need to, like, try to intentionally bring somebody down. That usually comes from a place of, like, some kind of inner rage that you're battling with, where it makes you seethe to see somebody else happy and living their best life. That's what Mr. Retinz is doing to my girl Trucy here, because we know he wanted to be a magician and he failed. I'm calling it now. Watch it come into play.
I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills.
No way. But I thought he said magicians were just a bunch of good old for-nothings. Mr. Lawyer! Oh. Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with something?
Well, there's something that's been bothering me.
Really? What is it?
Well, you see... Hey, dummy! What are you whispering to the lobster boy about? Oh, Betty. Who the heck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this? You know you have to talk to me first before you can say anything, you harebrain! but I... Shut your mouth, you dumb bunny! Come with me now!
Oh, jeez. It's getting hot in here, or is it just me? I wonder what was bothering her.
There's no way we're finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that.
Court is about to reconvene.
Will you be alright with testifying? Uh-huh. It's just... I wonder what Mr. Retinz has up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans.
Yeah, he's probably not bringing in fans. I think we're gonna have a gallery full of haters again. Did I check out Mass Effect yet? No, I have not. Know nothing about it. He'd better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now. Not of all times. You're Trucy right, and you'll be fine!
Oh. There goes Apollo with his best trick.
That's right. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself, I'm fine! Also, not entirely fine. I'm a little hot. I don't know why. It might be the ring light, honestly. Like, when I'm sitting in my apartment, I'm usually not too hot. But as you guys know, since I always have to turn the thermostat down, when I sit right here in this chair, the beads of sweat start forming on my skin. I start feeling hot and bothered. I don't know. The ring light, like, it doesn't generate heat. I can touch it. I don't know. Something... Maybe it's just like a nervous tick of going on stream.
I'm Trucy right, and I'm fine. Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now.
Atta girl. All right. Good luck up there on the stand. You're gonna do great. I hope.
Thanks. I'll be fine. I can do this.
All right, Justice. You can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial. All right. Wish me luck, boys. We gotta try and speed run this bitch today. See if we can make some magic happen. Blue Jay, your name is George, right? I just started watching your videos. Aw, shucks. It is George. Yes, I am. April 28th, District Court, Courtroom number 6. Get ready, Blue Jay, for the finest voice acting you're gonna see on the west side of YouTube. Here we go, boys. Court is now back in session. Defendant, please step up to the witness stand. Oh, wow, that was a cool magic trick. Where she just fucking appears like that. Can you imagine if they animated them walking up?
Trucy right, magician. Here comes the liar! Throw the murderer in jail!
The last member of the criminal trial! Boo! We don't want to see her on stage. Order! The gallery will be quiet, or I will have you all thrown out on the spot. What's with all the hecklers?
I bet they're the fans Mr. Retinz invited.
What a grade A jerk. Well, he's not gonna psych us out. Now then, Miss Wright. Miss Court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to a rubber one on stage. So please testify about this issue.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with the magic!
Hurry up and convict her already. Give her the death penalty! Yeah!
Wow, they really don't like me.
Silence, all of you! I won't tell you again. Miss Wright, do you feel able to testify?
Yeah, I'm fine, Your Honor.
Trucy, I knew I shouldn't have let her go through with this.
I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened. Would that be alright, Your Honor?
Oh my god, is she gonna do a magic show?
You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
In spite of everything, she's still smiling.
Our Trucy is amazing, isn't she?
She sure is. She's doing just fine up there. Huh. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. She's faithfully following the Troop Grammary Creed even now. She really is something else.
It's showtime for magical girl Trucy Wright. Watch carefully now, everybody.
Oh my god, she got rid of the stand. Girl, your boots! Oh, they're adorable. I am gonna get a glass of water. Give me one moment. Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry. Ugh. Just have to trade my voice box in for a whole new one at this point. The hecklers were originally supposed to throw tomatoes that would miss Trucy, but the developers thought it was too much to cut it. Oh, that would have looked really cool for the 3DS, though, because then they would have come right at me. All right, guys, get hype. We get to watch Trucy's full 3D animated model do something amazing, I assume.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on the sword. Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey, a tomato!
Just how sharp the blade truly is.
Yes, that is a sharp shaft.
See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and... Presto Sordo! There, I've switched it. And now...
Oh! Oh, Hunty!
As you can see, the blade is not steel, but rubber.
Guys, she's a queen. We have to let her go free. There's...
Bravo, Miss Wright!
Bravo, indeed.
Wow! She switched them in a flash.
I couldn't see her do it at all. She's completely turned the room around. Wow, these people. God, I'm sorry, these sheeple. They're flip-floppers.
The hecklers are being drowned out by all the cheering.
Where did the steel sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of the case, please, tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know.
I usually hide the steel sword backstage when I switch them during the show.
So when you thrust the rubber sword into the coffin, the steel sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain.
Exactly. So you see, there is a trick and a gimmick to it after all. And as for where the steel sword went when I performed the trick just now, that's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you, now would I? But you might want to check my magic panties for a big sharp sword tonight at the Wonder Bar.
I can't wait to look at your panties.
That's our Trucy.
Yeah, still, I can't help but get this weird feeling whenever she talks about showing her panties to old men that it makes me feel uncomfortable, almost like as if it were my sister doing that. I wonder why that is. I don't know, just must be a weird hunch. Miss Wright! That part where you spun around, that's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, right?
Right. The other parts, like the apple, were just to help with my explanation here in court.
No, somebody in my chat, Almevo is drunk today. Well, I hope you're having a good, safe night of drinking. That's funny, but that sounds like an inconsistency. It kind of does, because, listen, this is going to be bad news for us, but the thing is, can I fast forward? God damn it, I cannot. The thing is, I don't recall Trucy spinning around at any point in time during the video, which means this might bite us in the ass. Is there any possibility we could not point this out to the court? Let me just double check and confirm. So Mr. Hat goes, he gets zapped away. I mean, unless she's spun around in the smoke, but she's standing here. Well, we filmed Bonnie, actually, so maybe she did her spin around then, and we didn't see it. That's possible. She's swinging around the sword. I don't know. Oops. Sorry. Oh man, this is gonna be like Officer Meekins all over again. Do you think he noticed? Oh, I think they noticed. It looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing there, but now that I found it, I have to get to the bottom of it.
Now then, Mr. Justice, you may go ahead and question the witness. But try not to ask dumb questions and spoil the wondrous magic.
I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. Oh my god, sweetie, those boots I'm dying for. The stupendous sword switch. Alright. Focus your attention on the sword. I am looking at it. That seems fine. Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp the blade is. Yep, she's sharp. No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword. Yep. Watch as I take the sword and... I think that where she changes is where we're going to be interested. Presto! There, I've switched it. Let's press. So, you switched swords when you spun around just now.
That's right. It's the same way I do the trick in the actual magic show, too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things that I don't do during the show right now. The key point is the sword switching. If only we could prove she did it during the actual show, too.
Right. We want to prove that she did switch them during the show.
What's the matter, Apollo? You look troubled.
Well, I don't know. It's not. Do I have to point this out? Well, this is quite a pickle. How do I go about handling this? I don't know.
Miss Wright, please continue with your trick.
So, you've all just witnessed me switching the swords, right?
Right. And now, she catches it. That's fine.
Hold it!
Wow, that's incredible. Okay. I have a bad feeling that our only way forward, as what happens to us every once in a blue moon here in the Ace Attorney Court, is sometimes we have to make our client look more guilty before we can make them look more innocent. It's all part of the lawyerly process. So, no matter what we do, Trucy's just gonna have to trust us that this is all part of the process. We have to make her look guilty as sin and like she's a liar in order to prove her not guilty in court. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. But this has to be it. So, watch as I take the sword, and right here she does the trick, except I didn't see that in the show footage.
Objection!
I'm sorry, sweetie! Miss Wright, there's something I'd like to confirm with you, please.
Oh, what is it, Apollo?
There appears to be a little bit of a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick just now and the way it appears in the show footage.
What? No, that can't be. I performed it exactly the same way both times.
Then what's going on here? Miss Wright, the thing is, I have the show footage right here. And the part where you twirl your cape around, it's not in here.
What? But I did it!
So, it really is the exact moment you switch the swords?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no! Oh, Apollo, what have we done? What's going on here? Wait. How would she... How would she forget doing it? Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accused's lie for me.
Mr. Justice! Does this mean that you're arguing that the defendant did not swap the sword during the actual magic show?
No, Your Honor. That wasn't really my intention. I did swap them. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Objection.
Chat is quieter than usual. It's a Friday night. I think we're probably missing some of our fan favorites from chat because I don't typically stream on Friday nights. Human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false.
But...
Dude, it's hard to fight against the videotape from the show, though. Now that it has been proven that the accused did not swap the swords, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional. Oh, shit. And by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Rias's death was not an accident, but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still. It was, after all, your own assertion.
The defense... Athena, hi. The defense has an objection! To you, Mr. Apollo Justice! I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you just pointed out now. But there is a discrepancy. And it must mean something, I'm sure. Apollo, do you remember when you accused me of murder because you thought there was a discrepancy? Think about it.
Oh, you're gonna hold that one over my head, are you?
This is no time for the couple to bicker on the defense stand. Would you two kindly save the spat until after the court is adjourned? Now then, after all of this debate between the lovebirds, it seems we've come back to the original argument.
We're not lovebirds!
Apollo!
The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside of the coffin. What's more, the defendant did not perform the sword-switching trick on stage.
Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, I don't know if it's coming. Wait, let me look at the light. Oh, nope, I lost it. Fuck! Don't you guys hate when that happens? Elmevo, am I gonna be streaming next week? I will be, yes. I won't be taking a break for the holidays until we get closer to the holidays. Through her actions, I'm afraid I have come to see the true intentions of the accused. Her murderous intentions.
It's such a shame.
But I did switch the swords! I swear!
Oh, you're knee-deep in it now, Justice. What did I do? This was very stupid of me. This was a bad plan, Apollo. Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, let's see. You are, which one was it again? Was it Benny? No, that's a boy's name. Body, no. Bottom Girl, 69, no.
It's Bonnie. You were mixing the two names together, Your Honor.
Pardon me. Yeah, right. And do you have something you wish to say, Bonnie?
Yeah, Your Honor. I'd like to testify.
About what?
The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Rias.
Bonnie? Listen, let her testify. She has something to say. Oh.
Hey! What's the big idea? Such an incredibly gifted and talented magician would never commit murder.
Oh, sorry. Wrong person.
Such a talented magician like Trucy wouldn't commit murder.
I refuse to believe. Oh my god. Bonnie is a lesbian because Betty was the one who's not a lesbian. Or maybe they're both lesbians. I don't know. Twins. They have that weird thing going on. But, more importantly, Bonnie likes Trucy. Also, Blue Jay, happy early birthday.
What are you talking about, you harebrained hare? You keep your trap shut. I got a bag of baby carrots for you, so chew on those and pipe down. No, I won't be quiet. What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me? Well, Trucy said something to me once. Huh? She said, no matter how scared you get, and no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician's all about.
Oh my god, wow, her anime eyes really coming in clutch here.
Isn't that right, Trucy? That's right, Bonnie. I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy her. So, I did what she said. But when I saw Trucy today, she gave me strength.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with the magic.
Hurry up and convict her already.
Yeah, give her the death penalty. Oh man, even Francis is against me. I'd like to make a small request.
How about instead? Wow, are we really getting a flashback for this scene that we literally just watched 5 minutes ago? Ace Attorney games. Alright, who had unnecessary flashback on their Ace Attorney bingo card for drinking? Because here you go, boys.
Seeing her courage, the way she kept smiling despite everything, she's incredible. So I'm not gonna run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm gonna be brave.
What have you done to my sister, Trucy, right? You practically brainwashed her.
It's the power of Trucy's conviction. That's what it is. It's touched Bonnie's heart.
Yeah, Trucy is really one magical girl. Bonnie, is the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you? The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during the recess?
Yeah, ever since I saw the show footage, something's been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what, but something's off. I feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage.
Do you think the footage was doctored?
What do you mean by that, Bonnie?
I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage.
Of course it is. The show has only been performed once after all. It can't show anything other than what happens on the stage.
Objection!
But Bonnie's testimony deserves our attention, and I need this because I'm the one who got my client looking real guilty. I think we need to examine the show footage.
But what can we check it against? Do you have some other footage of the show?
Well,
I have some footage.
you do?
Yeah, one of the TV station's cameraman, he said he was a fan of mine and...
Oh, no.
Well, he kept his camera on me throughout the whole show. And afterwards, he gave me the footage as a present.
Oh no, girl. You gotta file a lawsuit against this man. He did?
To tell you the truth, I thought it was a little creepy, so I was gonna get rid of it.
No, don't do that. Please, submit that footage of yourself to the court.
Okay, if you really want it.
Now then, let's take a look at this new footage.
Oh, boys, we get another angle. Oh, ooh, hi. Look at this. Okay, so she blows her hat. Yep, I remember that. That's the same. Mr. Hat flies. Ah, son of a bitch. We can't see Trucy from over. Oh, no. Oh, you knew exactly what you were doing. Right to the feet. Oh, you fetishing chump. Okay. So we get the big smoke screen, right? Yep. Okay. You know, it would be helpful if we could see Trucy at all in this. But, oh, that's different. Cards. She had cards thrown at her. That didn't happen. Oh. And then she ran away before the coffin even came up. What did happen here? George, do you have any plans to do reaction videos on stream? Guys, I'm not really too familiar with how copyright works. I know a lot of Twitch people do reaction content, and I know that YouTube can do reaction videos that are uploaded with fair use and, like, tiny little fragments. But as far as a YouTube stream, I don't know that you can, like, open other people's content and just, like, watch through it. Like, I don't know that I could sit here on stream and watch through and react to, like, a Jubilee video, or if that's, like, against the rules. Wow, okay then.
Oh, he really did keep his camera on Bonnie. The whole time, didn't he?
I think this cameraman needs to keep his personal feelings out of his work.
Well, defense. Do you still believe this new show footage is worth inspecting? Oh, I absolutely do. Of course I do.
Okay, so, how are we gonna go about this?
Let's try comparing the two. We just might find an inconsistency between them. As Mole Gond does that all the time, are they a person who streams on YouTube? Because, again, I'm unfamiliar with the rules. It sounds like something you might not be allowed to do.
An inconsistency, huh?
Yes, the two pieces of footage are of the same scene, so they should match up. But Bonnie felt there was something off about the original footage. If we can pick out what's different between the two,
we'll know what Bonnie found strange.
Exactly. Plus, we may figure out why the original doesn't show the sword-switching trick. Your Honor, the defense would like to compare these two pieces of show footage.
Very well. I will allow it.
What a waste of time.
Apollo! Do you know how to compare the two pieces of footage?
No, Athena, I have no idea how to compare two pieces of video footage. Could you please teach me?
Great! I'll give you a little lesson then. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch one video, okay? And then, get this, you're gonna watch the second video, and then you're gonna look for a difference between the two.
I get it, it's a tutorial for a mechanic on the 3DS, but wow, does this just sound like riveting dialogue. Right, okay.
So you're gonna use the buttons on the bottom screen to operate the playback. When you want to speed through, touch the fast forward button. And if you want to go back, touch the rewind button. If you want to halt the playback, you can touch the pause button. Oh, and by the way, if you fast forward or rewind when the playback is paused, you can do a slow frame-by-frame playback.
Oh god, I do love the frame-by-frame. Okay, so, how do I switch between the two videos?
Just touch the switch button on the camera, or the switch camera button on the DS.
The DS? What's that?
Don't worry about it. If you find a difference between the two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different, and then present it to the court.
The cursor? What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, thanks, Athena. My god, you really know your stuff. She's an e-girl.
Not really. I just gave it some gusto, and then I went with my gut on most of it.
What? I hope she guessed right. Anyways, I guess we should give it a try. Okay. Well, I know what I'm looking for. Oops, wrong button. Dum, dum, dum. How do I present something like this, though? So, Trucy comes out. Then there are no cards thrown. Switch cameras. Oops, play cameras. Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Frame by frame it. Okay, play it. Play it. They're coming. They're coming, boys. I promise. Aha! Got him.
Take that!
Take that! This is it right here! Take a good look at this scene and compare it to the video shot from the front.
The playing cards don't appear in the video shot from the front.
Hey, you're right. What's going on here?
Miss Wright, what can you tell us about these playing cards?
Oh, those? They're the cards I throw when I do the sword switching trick.
What? Why didn't you include them in your act?
Mr. Justice, does this mean?
Yes, it means that the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage. So the footage was edited. That's the way it appears. And with malice. That is absurd.
Well, we must get to the bottom of this right away. Bailiff, the TV station might have the unedited footage. Go see what you can find.
Oh yeah, Your Honor, I'm on it. Uh-oh. Who's objecting to this? I know these hairless legs. My dude. With your fucking crooked eye. It's you! Now hold up, Your Honor. This is all just a big misunderstanding, believe you me. Give a guy a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers.
And who might you be?
Right, sorry about that. Got ahead of myself there. Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honor.
Well, how very polite of you.
It's lovely to meet you too. Prosecutor Sarmati, please take my card. A business card. Ah, yes. I read about this custom among businessmen in this country. I have even familiarized myself with the various replies. I will see you at the watering hole and tap 3 times under the stall in the bathroom. Also, how do you do, good sir? Or, what's crack-a-lack-and homie for— Oh, sir, that's some cultural appropriation. Let's not go there.
Oh, you're from Take Two TV, are you, witness? You know, come to think of it, I believe I've seen you on television before.
Yes, Roger Ratings, otherwise known as the Ratings Raja. He is a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late. He is best known for his catchphrase, "Hang loose, baby."
Oh my! You're the Ratings Raja!
Hang loose, judgy baby. Nice courtroom you got here.
Huh! I never thought I'd get to see you in person. But, Prosecutor Sadmati, how do you know so much about him?
In preparation for the case, I watched all of his shows. That sounds like a lot of footage to go through. I found the Ratings Raja Goes to Burger Barn of particular interest. It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine.
Oh, you went to Burger Barn!
Well, who would have thought? He's just like Maya. You must have really wanted to try it, huh, buddy? 'Cause that line, whew! Compared to my aesthetic training, an hour's wait is nothing. Oh my god, can you imagine waiting an hour for a fucking burger? God, it's like going to Shake Shack in Times Square, which I did once in my life and would never, ever, ever do again. I recommend the Southwestern burger with jalapeno jack cheese, by the way.
I'm having a really hard time picturing him in line for burgers.
Prosecutor Sadmati's unexpected enthusiasm for food aside. Mr. Ratings, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned?
Well, for starters, it's true that the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on this anyway, so I might as well show you the unedited footage. It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you the part with the playing cards. You can see the cards when Trucy spins around, so keep your eyes peeled. Alright, show me this unedited footage. So she does her sword thing, she holds it out. She spins and throws her cards, switches the swords. And then we're good. So this is great! Trucy's innocent again! Did you see the part that was cut where Trucy switched the swords? She spins around and the playing cards go flying. Everything's like it's supposed to be.
Huh. Then it seems the defendant really did swap the swords during the trick.
Which means that the sword Miss Wright thrust into the coffin was the rubber one. In other words, Miss Wright couldn't have killed Mr. Rios. Yeah, see, that's the first misunderstanding right there. What do you mean? Well, Trucy definitely did swap swords, as you saw. So yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Rios when she stabbed the coffin. But that just means he was killed after he showed up pretending to be a corpse. So, are you suggesting that up to that point, everything was going according to the script? If that's true, when and how exactly do you think he was killed? It was after the dragon set piece came crashing down. Was it? I say Trucy murdered Mr. Rios when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She could have easily done it behind that huge dragon and nobody would be the wiser. I am prepared to fight back against this. I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to your assertion. Why is Nayuda so easily influenced by literally everybody else but me? You bet. Plus, there's a suspicious-looking shadow in the footage, too. It's toward the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. It might be easier just to see it for yourselves. No, I know exactly what he's talking about. I remember seeing it, too. She freaks out, right. And then as the dragon falls, there is a shadow that shoots up after Mr. Hat had already been shot up. That shadow. Yeah, what was that? It's only for a split second, so it's hard to catch, but look here. The suspicious shadow must be Trucy. What?! Your Honor, Trucy was in the foreground in the shot, and this shadow was going up literally as she was running away. That's not even possible for a magician. Alright, that's like some kind of Bonnie and Betty trick where you'd have to be in two places at once. She's using the steel sword she hid behind the curtain during the trick to kill the victim. No! Objection! That's clearly a shadow of something being yeeted up to the ceiling like Mr. Hat.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I suppose it does look that way.
Yeah, Apollo, please save this. This witness is just trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honor. Oh, God. And that's not all. Aren't we forgetting that the witness willfully edited the sword switch out of the footage? Yeah, that sounds sussy to me, just saying. You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there. What am I misunderstanding? Your Honor, would you mind if I testified about it? I've seen people testify on TV and I've always wanted to give it a shot.
That would be fine with me. Prosecutor Sodbody.
This is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the karmic course of this case. I don't know what that means, but I say we do it. Hey, lighten up, pretty boy. You're gonna like what I have to say, I promise you that much. Are we? Pardon me. Very well, however, if you do anything to impede the last rites for the victim, I will have you removed.
Alright. With Prosecutor Sadmati's permission, please give us your testimony, Mr. Retinz.
Roger Ratings, the Ratings Raja. Now, Casier of the courtroom. Casier? I'm taking over the floor, so listen up, loyal viewers. Great. It wasn't deliberate, I tell you. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are spliced together and long or boring scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously or something. It was just a coincidence that particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional. Or what? Do you have some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing the footage? Good question, do we?
I see. So you're saying it was a coincidence that the sword-swapping scene was cut?
That's right. Glad you got the picture.
Objection!
I don't agree. Coincidence? That's just a little too convenient if you ask me. Ooh, an objection. How cool. It sure packs a lot more punch when you hear it live. Do it again. I want to get another shot from another angle. My objection is not for your entertainment. And cut. There, I got some real good stuff.
Mr. Ratings, filming is prohibited inside of my courthouse.
Whoops! My bad, Judge.
And if the defense has an issue, it can point it out during its cross-examination.
Great, I was just getting on that. Proof that he had an ulterior motive. Do I have proof of that? I don't know. Let me think about it. Like, all of this is pretty much worthless as testimony because he's just kind of bullshitting nonsense at me, saying, yeah, this is normal, this is what we do in the industry. It was just a coincidence. Or what? Do you have some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing the footage? Get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out with Trucy's signature. Prank plan script. Mr. Rios' body will appear in the supposedly empty coffin, which would cause a big ruckus. After capturing a bit of Trucy's reaction on film, Mr. Rios will come back to life, laughing and flying up into the air, causing another round of surprise. That doesn't track. Autopsy report. Stage lift number 2. Sword stands, the clipboard. Trucy's statement, the contract. If through the fault of the second party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay in part or in full $3 million. I mean, it could be the performance contract, right? Because he wanted to make it look like Trucy screwed up her act. Like, this is an incentive, I think. Is it enough of an incentive? Does it tie directly to it? I don't know. Let's go balls to the wall. I'm feeling bold and empowered. Throw the contract out there.
Objection!
You know, I should really stop feeling bold and empowered. Every time I think I got it, I just get thrown into the dogs. Alright, Your Honor, give me my penalty. It's fine. I don't even care. Alright, let's take this a little bit more slowly. Let's press. What other scenes did you cut from the footage? Huh? Oh, no other scenes, I guess. So you mean to tell me you only edited out the sword-switching trick scene and nothing else? Don't you think it's too much of a stretch to claim that is a mere coincidence? No matter how artificial you find the affair, stranger things have happened on their own. That is, unless you have something with which to prove otherwise. Well, I thought I did, but it didn't really work. Well, if you have a valid criticism of Mr. Rating's testimony, feel free to counter with evidence. Oh my god, my nose is starting to run.
Well, Apollo!
It would sure make things easier if we had some. I think the defense team needs to be edited out of this trial. That's what they need. I'll have to clean up this footage later. He isn't really gonna put this on TV, is he? Trying to prove malicious intent is tough. All he has to do is say it was just a coincidence.
Well, we'll need to find some kind of foothold if we want to make any progress.
That's true. This guy doesn't seem like the type to slip up. We'll just have to get the information out of him bit by bit. That sounds like we gotta press every single thing. God damn it. Alright. Press him hard. Really? I've never heard anybody say that. It's common knowledge in the TV world. Ugh. I wouldn't expect peasants to understand. You got any idea what a snooze cruise it'd be to watch a magic show without editing? Yeah, cutting out that 30 seconds, that's really the thing that's gonna make or break the show. Also, that was ice cold. Anyway, editing is what makes TV worth watching. Scenes are spliced together and longer, boring scenes are cut out. Are you saying you thought there were boring scenes in Mr. Wright's magic show? You gotta ask. That script and presentation deserve a place on the cutting room floor. Broadcasting that mess as is would have been a complete disaster. That's why I had to edit the footage. It's just what a TV man does. What exactly is it that you didn't like about the show? The whole thing, in fact. It was a major snooze fest. Maybe common folk like you don't get it. But a show's only as good as how loud, flashy, and trashy it is. Oh great, he's the Girls Gone Wild guy that we used to see after watching Nick at Night. It was plenty loud and flashy on its own. All you did was add the trash. I suppose each industry has its own way of doing things. Just as we in the legal profession focus exclusively on evidence and testimony. Exactly, whether it's showbiz or legal biz. We do what we gotta do to get the job done. Anyway, editing footage is just a little matter of the course in the TV industry. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done maliciously. It wasn't done maliciously, huh? But the thing is, I get the distinct impression that you bear feelings of ill will toward Troop Grammary. Huh. What makes you think that? Because you very clearly express how much you hate Troop Grammary. The things that you yourself have said. You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Grammary magicians are all a bunch of lowlifes. And I also get the impression that you felt this way for a long time. Words such as those can be interpreted in many different ways, Justice. For example, though I bear the defense no ill will, I would not hesitate to say that he is a good-for-nothing lout of a lawyer. You bear me no ill will, huh? Could have fooled me. And yet, it is the truth. I am only strict on you as it seems you have strayed from the path.
If you have any objections, Mr. Justice, please make your case with evidence in the future. Mr. Ratings, please continue your testimony.
It was just a coincidence that particular scene was cut. It wasn't intentional. Or was? Do you have some proof that I had an ulterior motive for editing the footage? Oops. It wasn't intentional. Let's press that. Of all the scenes you could have cut, why did you pick the sword switching trick? That seems like too much of a coincidence to me. Oh, so now you're gonna tell me how I'm supposed to edit my programs, big shot? It's hard being the boss, kid. You gotta make the tough choices, like which content gets cut. Then let me ask you this. Why exactly did you make such a tough choice in this case? You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about artistic vision. I tell you, people tell you how to do your job when they don't know the first thing about it. I may not know TV, but I know evidence law, and boy do I have some for you, champ. I might not be able to show that your selective editing was intentional. However, I know you bear the defendant ill will, and this is the evidence that proves it. God damn it. So now that I've pressed everything, now I can present it? The contract?
Take that!
Damn it! This piece of evidence proves that you bear ill will toward the defendant. Oh no, I fucked it all up. It was the prank script probably, I think. Uh-oh. That thing? What could that possibly prove? I'm so out of order in my brain. I mean, you tricked a minor into signing a contract that would make her liable for a $3 million payout. I think that bears ill will. Your Honor!
Oh, if I could be a bad boy myself, but bad lawyers get penalties.
God damn it. Well, that was my bad. Look, I didn't mean anything by it. It was just a coincidence. I edited it out of the scene. Well, let me try this again and hopefully try it a little bit better, maybe? Possibly? Just gonna save just in case anything goes wrong. Let's try her one more time. Alright. Ill will toward the defendant. I've got that. Come on. I think that it must be this then. Prank plan script. Staged by Roger Ratings.
Take that!
Wait, that's not it either? Wait, objection! What is happening here? This is getting ridiculous. Okay. What the fuck, dude? Is it the fucking clipboard to say that he tricked her into signing a contract? It was also instrumental in the Ratings Raja's dishonest dealings. I mean, that's my next guess. Damn it! Let me... How do I can fix this, don't worry. Nothing happened. You guys didn't see anything. You didn't see me fuck up a case. I can't believe how phlegmy I am. This is some evidence bullshit.
Hold it!
Oh my god, alright. So, of course, it's not the contract that you tricked her into sign. It's the clipboard that you used to trick her to sign the contract. Fuck off, game. Cut me some slack once in a while. Like, you could have taken both. Alright, you could have taken the contract or the clipboard. If it's not the clipboard, I'm gonna off myself.
Take that!
Thank God! What's that you got there? He's showing the contract that I showed! Oh, fuck all the way off, you cunt! Apollo! What the fuck? at this time, if you had Ace Attorney game uses abstract, ridiculous rules on which piece of evidence you are and are not allowed to present, even though the game will show the evidence that you did present, even though it didn't count, on your Ace Attorney drinking bingo card, because this happens at least once a game. Throw it back down your Trucy and drink. Okay? When you're gonna bitch slap me in the face by showing me the evidence that I presented in the little corner there, being like, haha, bitch, you thought, but not that one, you suck. So over this shit. This is the contract you had Miss Wright sign before the magic show. This contract between the first party, Take-Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads, if, through the fault of the second party, the show must be canceled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. This all sounds like something that Apollo could have said if I presented the contract. This is a hill, I'm gonna die on it.
Oh, $3 million! That's a completely unreasonable sum.
I couldn't agree more. And of course, Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Roger Ratings had her sign this unreasonable contract anyway. Or, more accurately, he conned her into signing it.
Conned her? How did he do that?
There's a trick to the clipboard that was used by Miss Wright to sign her contract. It houses carbon paper that can secretly copy your signature onto the other document. I think the carbon paper suggests more than the contract. Well, yeah, the carbon paper does suggest more than the contract alone, so what you could have done is you could have taken the contract, Apollo could have said his line, and then when the judge was like, what do you mean he conned her? Then you could be like, with this, and then you would present the clipboard. It builds, and it makes sense. God damn it. Anyways, this clipboard houses carbon paper that can secretly copy your signature onto other documents. Oh, come on now. That's quite a nasty accusation you're slinging my way. For starters, you don't have any proof that I had anything to do with that carbon paper stuff. Just because Trucy and her agent can't pay up, that doesn't mean I conned her.
But $3 million. That is completely out of reach for the average person. In any case, this is important new information. Please add it to your testimony.
Alright, where's your proof linking me to that tricked out clipboard? You don't have any, do you? Oh, I do though. Take a look at this. It's her signature. Right? Hang on, before I fuck up again. It's the only other thing that has her signature on it. There's nothing else that could work. A note found in the... But how does this connect to Mr. Ratings? Wait, I don't know. Let me do a save of confidence. Because I don't have any confidence anymore. Okay. Proof linking him to the tricked out clipboard. Proof linking Mr. Ratings to the clipboard. Proof to the clipboard. Prints. These are all in the coffin. The fire bucket. The contract. Trucy's statement. This and that and this and that. I mean, it's this.
Objection!
Fuck off, it has to be this. You must be quite the con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. But if you think you can con a lawyer, you're very much mistaken. What I'm saying is I'm better than Trucy. Hey, kid. Would it kill you to enunciate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster. Well, I'd like you to take a look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note. Now let's compare that signature to the one here on this contract.
Well, why do you look at that? They're exactly the same.
They are. That's right, Your Honor. Not just similar, but exactly the same. Nobody can sign their name in exactly the same way twice unless it's a copy. Well, these signatures are proof positive that you conned Miss Wright. And they definitely prove your malicious intent. Say, not bad, lawyer guy. Didn't know you had it in you. This is really getting interesting now. It'll get great ratings for sure. Don't try to dodge the issue, Mr. Ratings. The fact is that you bear ill will against my client. So, the show footage was definitely edited with malicious intent. Isn't that right? What do you got to say about this? What a forced argument, defense. All you have really proven is not his ill will toward Miss Wright, but his pecuniary greed. That's right. I wanted money, baby. Fat stacks of cheddar. That's all. After all, I'd never even crossed paths with Trucy before this magic show, so I'd have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right? Well, he didn't bear her any ill will, huh? Fat chance! This guy definitely has some major hate for Trucy. You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that pretty smile. Right. You hate the grammar. I get it. God, when can I get you thrown into the slammer? I can't prove it with anything, but the things he said all point to that fact. There's gotta be something between the two of them that gave birth to this grudge. Some sort of connection that not even Trucy's aware of. Your Honor, I'd like to argue that Roger Ratings and Trucy Wright must have crossed paths before. There's gotta be some hidden connection between them. Hidden? Connection? Get connected for free at Education Connection. I worked for an hourly wage, went to high school, I didn't do great, still I gotta make more cash? More education's what I'm looking at? Apollo, what's happening? What is it now?
Just what are you getting at, Mr. Justice?
It is futile to even ask, Your Honor. Surely it's just another one of the defense's feckless
Objections!
You don't seem to have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you'll wish you'd taken me a whole lot more seriously. Will I really? Very well then, do proceed. Get connected! For free! Oh, Jesus, Apollo, I don't know what's happening to me over here. Did you figure something out? I did. I did not. Fuck. Nope, not a thing. What? Oh, it was just some good old-fashioned bluffing. You know, courtesy of Mr. Wright's fine training. The boss. I hope you know what you're doing.
If you're going to make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice, I hope you're ready to elaborate.
I hope it's time for a brain blast. It doesn't look like it is.
What's this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Ratings?
He's Trucy's biggest fan. They're dating! Oh god, I hope not. Alright, well fortunately, only one of these makes sense. Mr. Ratings is a big fat magician. That sleight of hand trick Mr. Ratings did during his recess earlier. Filming is prohibited inside of the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff? Huh? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me. What if Mr. Ratings is also a magician?
What if? I believe it's up to the defense to fill in the blanks for me.
Well, If he is, he may have had some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way. Maybe she upstaged him at the Wonder Bar with her panties. Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But by all means, please, continue. As a passage in the sacred scriptures of Kurainism states, he who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself but a monkey. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to a dimwit, he isn't gonna get it anyway.
But we saw Mr. Radiance perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think it would be pretty funny if I were a magician. You must be seeing things. Want me to introduce you a good eye doctor? If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in the country could potentially bear ill will toward the accused. Well, I suppose you're right. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you, short stuff? What's Apollo's height? You would do well to cleanse that putrid mind of yours in the holy waters of Mount Pony Pony. 3 days under a frigid waterfall, and even you should rise to the level of a monkey. Are there ponies there? Because I could be sold. Oh no! Hang on. Oh god. I had a hiccup there. A little oopsie doopsie. A numbskull for a numbskull.
Ugh. Well, this numbskull has thick skin. I think I get what they're diving at. Even if he's a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy, is it?
I guess not.
But hold on! I can think of one person, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Or rather, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Troop Grammary. Wait a hot second. Oh?
No way!
No way.
There's something wrong, Mr. Justice.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to submit evidence at this time.
I see, and what sort of evidence do you have for us?
Evidence that points to the real killer, the one who had a motive to commit this crime.
What?
And what have you come up with this time, defense?
Trucy Wright is the sole heir to Troop Grammary and its name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. And this piece of evidence points to that one person with a grudge against Miss Wright.
The victim! Mr. Rias! This is it, right? I think this is it. I should have saved. That's fine.
And who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice?
13 years ago, the great Mr. Rias belonged to Troop Grammary. But then, the troop ousted him and Mr. Rias vowed to get revenge on them someday. And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of their sole heir?
But Mr. Rias is the victim, Mr. Justice. You have named a dead man as your suspect.
No, I named a YouTube prankster as my wait, no. No, the victim is a YouTube prankster, and I'm naming the magician as my suspect. But is he really dead?
What do you mean? Is he really dead?
If the fact that Mr. Rias is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how about we consider the following? What if the man who died on that stage yesterday wasn't Mr. Rias, but just an imposter?
Anybody gonna take the bait?
What? You mean the victim was an imposter?
Yes.
Not Mr. Rios. Then what about the real Mr. Rios?
It would mean the real Mr. Rios is still alive. That's absurd. Is it? I think it makes perfect sense. My dude didn't age very well. Oof, the years racked up on him though.
Mr. Justice! Who is the real Mr. Rios?
This is it, boys. It's all coming together now. I finally see the gimmick! The trick to this entire case. Guys, no spoilers, but also, did Spirit of Justice discontinue the brain blasts that were introduced in Dual Destinies? Because if that's the case, I'm low-key very sad about that, because the brain blasts were like my favorite moment. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer. The one who hated Troop Gramarye and wanted to sully its name. The magician lurking in the shadows, who set up a fake Mr. Rios in his steed. The real Mr. Rios is...
Take that!
Roger.
Oh, but that's...
Yes, it is. Roger Ratings is the real Mr. Rio. Oh no, this music. Roger Ratings is the real Mr. Rios.
What?
Him?
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh, we've pissed off. Oh man, he brought up the beads. Oh, hollow red pepper, your impotent seed sprouts naught but meaningless empty words. You can't possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory. It's not a bad idea for a soap opera, but not even die-hard fans of the genre would stick around past the pilots. You want proof? I've got proof. I can prove it by... proving that the Mr. Rios in yesterday's magic show was a fake. And to do that, I just need you to look at this spot on this poster. I see it, I see it. Can I see the other photo perchance, just to confirm doubly? Maybe not, actually. Okay, but it's the arm, even though I can't remember seeing it on the victim. Actually, wait a second. Maybe I can. Hang on. Hang on. No one go anywhere. His forearms look very clean of any scars.
Take that!
Take that! This is the injury Mr. Rios sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, the video the victim shot of himself shows no trace of that injury, just beautiful, silky smooth forearms.
Oh my! You're absolutely right. They are smooth as silk.
Now, Mr. Ratings, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at your right forearm? Ooh. Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours? Oh, roll him up, daddy. Well, Mr. Ratings, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there? Come on now, I have nothing up my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there because I require no tricks or gimmicks. For you see, my magic is the real deal. I beg your pardon? Oh! Is this what you were hoping to see?
Oh! There it is! The scar!
Yep, there it is. Just as I thought! That's right. I'm the Forgotten Magician, abandoned to the dark understage of history. Wow, riveting, he can do coin tricks. The great Mr. Rios!
Oh, this music! It is...
It's totally bonkers!
Absurd. Okay, whoa, Mr. Rias. You're cringy and gross and kind of a bit of a weirdo, but your music is a bop. Oh, how ironic, wouldn't you say? Oh. That this odious mark, carved into me by Troop Grammary, would bring me back into the limelight once more. Strange are the comic threads before me. If the witness is the real Mr. Rias, then who is the victim who perished in the magic show? Oh, he was but a fan. I met him on one of my programs several years ago. He said he had become a magician out of admiration for the great Mr. Rias. In confidence, I told him my true identity, and I let him take on my mantle.
And when did this man take over for you?
About 2 years ago. I taught him my tricks, and even acted as his producer. And so, a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight. Courtesy of my magic. On the stage we call television. Hope you enjoyed the show.
You really had us all fooled.
Mr. Retinz, or should I say Mr. Rias. In your hatred of Troop Grammary, you killed the victim, Man of Mystery. And then you set up Miss Wright to take the fall, didn't you? You did it all just to tarnish the Grammary name. That's brutal. You killed an innocent dude just to get your little revenge on Trucy? Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. I set up a prank, that much is true, but it was simply a harmless joke on Trucy, I assure you of this. Yet she learned of the plan, and made use of it to commit murder. That is how strongly the criminal element runs in the blood of these Grammaries.
Objection!
But it was a secret prank plan that very few people knew about. Couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead? Oh. His head? Yikes! No! His head! Oh, that was kind of cool. Just kidding. What the heck is going on in this courtroom? Heed my words, lawyer lad, for I fear you grasp on reality as slipping. I do believe I told you that my magic is real. It employs neither tricks nor gimmicks. Alright, enough with the ambiguity. Why don't you make your point already? My alibi is pristine as ever. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Sadmati? Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi. What? Recall, defense, that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Retinz was at Take-Two TV, a fact that many people can easily attest to. Yeah! Shit, I forgot about that. Ho-ho! So what do you think, Your Honor? Would you like me to testify in the matter?
Yes, I think you'd better do that. Please tell the court more about your alibi.
Very well then, on with the show. Are you watching? The time has finally come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree. The Grammary line will be no more— oh my god, the scientist in me. Pedigree? Daddy! You want to shade some circles and squares with me after this? Witness testimony! My perfect alibi. I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose performance. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth. How can I pick that apart? Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I have committed the murder? His staff did say he was there at the station. So it does sound like a rock-solid alibi.
But that can't be right. If Mr. Retinz is the killer, he'd have to have been at the theater.
There's gotta be a hole somewhere inside of him. In his story. I assure you, there's no holes on Mr. Reus's stage. Oh. No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Do enjoy my show to the fullest, and my real alibi. Alright, how can I pull this apart? I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose performance, okay? But you did come to the theater eventually, isn't that right? Indeed. Anxious to see how the show was progressing, I made my way to the theater. Let's see, my journey took about 10 minutes by car. Could he have actually been at the theater during those 10 minutes killing the victim? Ho-ho, allow me a stab at you reading your... Allow me a stab at reading the dialogue that says allow me a stab at reading your mind. I could have been at the theater during those 10 minutes killing the victim, you think? How in the... But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my word does not satisfy you. The driver is a big fan of the Ratings Raja. I even gave him my card. He gave the driver his card. That was clever of him. You might as well give it up, lad. Questioning real magic is a fool's errand. Besides, you know very well what I was doing at the time of the incident. Busy working on another TV program, I could spare no time for the magic show. What was this other TV show you were working on? My own special project. You see, one moment. Perhaps this is more appropriate. It's a Ratings Raja special production. Yeah! Hang loose, baby! It's called Desperation Regeneration. He switched personas just to say that? What's the show about? Washed-up has-been singers and comedians. They get together and play musical chairs. The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for chumps who washed up too early in life. Sounds good, right? Might I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice? Oh! You're gonna regret hearing that when I win this case. As the ex-lawyer who used to make ridiculous bluffs in court and faded sadly into obscurity. And let the Ratings Raja produce my TV debut? Not in this lifetime.
You have great reactions. Who knows? TV might be your true calling.
Wow, Athena getting ready to make Apollo a YouTuber.
Hey! Whose side are you on?
In any case, I was overseeing production of this program during the Penrose performance. Do ask my staff if you doubt my oops.
Hold it!
We have, and they have verified. How do we know those staff members aren't in cahoots with you? I make it my business to perform solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic, could they not? So, he doesn't trust anybody, huh? He's the complete opposite of Trucy. There were many people there in the studio audience who saw the witness as well. Even if he had been capable to persuade his own staff to cover for him, he could not have convinced so many complete strangers to do the same.
He really has made a rock-solid alibi for himself.
Yeah, but isn't that almost too good? Like it's eerie how perfect it is? Has all been revealed to you now? No. And there it is, a simple, perfect alibi, no tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth. I've got it! Do you have a twin? Get your twin ready. Is having another evil twin on your Ace Attorney bingo card again? A brother that looks exactly like you? Again with the twins business. Look, kid, I know it shows up a lot, but twice in the same case would be a bit much. You think the audience will let you get away with using the same gimmick twice in a row? If you do not believe him, defense, why not investigate for yourself? Though I am sure your efforts will prove to be thoroughly fruitless. Yeah, I guess the twins theory is a little far-fetched. so we got nothing. His alibi's really airtight.
I believe we've heard enough. Well, I believe the defense, or the witness, does indeed harbor some ill will against the defendant. There's no reason to doubt that he was at the TV station at the time of the incident.
Yes, this fact proves it was impossible for the witness to have been involved with this crime. Ugh. Shit. These last rites for the victim have dragged on long enough. The soul of the victim himself is so bored that it is resting on top of your Honor's head.
Oh, he's sitting on my face.
He is. The time has come. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the Twilight Realm.
Apollo! Trucy's gonna be thrown in prison, and we'll be out of a job. But if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price?
I told you I have absolutely zero intention of going off on a tuna boat. God, what is their relationship devolved into? Alright, think, Justice. You have to figure this out. Oh man, it's no use. I can't find a single flaw. What do I do now? Oh, behold, my never-ending magic show. Come for the awe-inspiring showmanship of the great Mr. Rios, and stay for my grand illusion until the end of time. Ha ha! Wait, is he saying that we're still trapped inside some sort of illusion? What?
That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there. In other words,
You make us see illusions, right?
yeah, we call it misdirection. While we keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say isn't there actually is.
Could it be? You know what, Mr. Ratings? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusion you've prepared for us. An illusion that has subtly turned our attention towards something you wanted us to see. What are you going on about, lad?
Have you got something, Apollo?
I just remembered something Trucy said about misdirection. What a magician says is there really isn't. And what they say isn't there actually is. So he said that he wasn't there, so Mr. Ratings really was. And what was there was truth. Well, I'm only half following. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Ratings' magic, maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there. It's time to rethink all of my assumptions about the case. What have we been made to believe was there that actually wasn't? What have we taken to be the absolute facts of the case? Pardon me. If I reevaluate the validity of all of these things, just maybe... Athena! There's something uncanny about this case.
Okay, what is it?
Well, Raiden's alibi, it's too perfect.
That's true. It's like it's impossible to break no matter how hard we try.
But maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think.
I'm not following.
We're not making any headway here because we've been so focused on breaking his alibi.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
Would the defense care to share with everyone what it's discussing over there?
Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll even finally see who's been hiding behind the curtain, so to speak.
And what is this certain assumption you're thinking of?
This is the one key assumption we've been taking for granted this whole time. Roger Ratings' guilt, the culprit was on the scene of the crime, or the crime scene being the stage. What if it wasn't? The actual scene of the crime wasn't the theater, but the TV station. Oh, shit! Wait, how does that work? The crime scene was the TV station? If Mr. Ratings brought the victim's body to the theater after the fact. No, oh no, I fucked up. Foolishly. Yeah, I was gonna say, no, that doesn't make any sense. Were that true, then what about the body you witnessed during the show? Don't you know it's rude to ask how a trick is done, Prosecutor Sadmati? Oh, shit, no, I'm not wrong, I'm right! Oh, but I'm right for reasons I don't understand. Oh, no, what is happening? My brain hurts. Oh, no, I'm wrong! Son of a fuck!
That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial.
God damn it all. Oof. Alright, nobody tell Danny Nick about this. This is our little secret. Oh, God. No, try again. Fuck off. Rewind! I'd like my do-over, please. God damn, this case has really kicked my ass, and I'm really fucking over it. Alright, let me look at my options again. How did I fuck this up so bad? Wow, the game gave me all of my health. They're like, sweetie, you might need all of this. One key assumption we've been taking for granted this whole time was that the culprit was on scene. Okay. What if the culprit was somewhere other than the theater at the time of the crime? What if there was some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Ratings' perfect alibi would become irrelevant. So he was able to commit the murder without being there?
Objection!
How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there? Yeah, that's a good question. Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the
Objection!
footage. Alright, I'm thinking. I'm speculating what might have happened. He's got the carabiner on him. We have the mysterious second shadow. Hypothesis time, boys! Mysterious second shadow was Mr. Ratings being yeeted up by his carabiner, just like Mr. Hat would have been, up to the ceiling. And then maybe in the ceiling, a sword, the sword was planted there? But this doesn't make me understand how Mr. Ratings could have set this up if he wasn't there. That would almost make it sound like maybe Betty was the killer. If like maybe Betty set up the sword, and then Mr. Ratings, and then this guy was yeeted up into the sword and then dropped back down. I don't know, but like this sounds plausible for a way he could have died. But how would it have happened without Mr. Ratings being there? I don't get. Hang on. All right, let's see where it goes.
Well, if the shadow is not the culprit, whose is it?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's the victim's. We've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before, Your Honor, during the magic show itself.
Everybody is on.
Oh, Thunder Phoenix 256! Pour one out for the guilty verdict, boys.
Thunder Phoenix 256 donated $10. Pour one out for the guilty verdict. Blah.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Thunder Phoenix. I'm so sorry that I failed the chat tonight. Let me just drink my sorrows away. How long until the stream ends? I was hoping to be done by 9 o'clock. I want to say, like, I feel like I'm close to the end of this case. But then I'm also like, maybe I'm not. I don't know. These games are always hit and miss. And I know that the chat never helps me because they're always like, oh, you're only 15 minutes away. You're fine. And then I never am. Woo. Alright. This is the thing that looks suspiciously similar to the shadowy figure of the culprit. It's Mr. Hat. What resembles the shadowy figure seen on stage? Hang on, I might be doing this wrong. I don't know if I'm supposed to show Mr. Hat physically or show the shadow, but I have full health, so I don't even care anymore. Let's do both. Whatever comes out is fine. How does that even remotely resemble this shadowy figure? Alright, am I getting penalized? I am. God damn it. Fine. Fuck off. This case is so finicky. I don't know. Am I getting worse at Ace Attorney games, or is this case just a little bit too abstract with the things that they're asking? Listen, I know I get cranky in these situations, but I want to be open to fair criticism. Maybe it is just me, and it's like the case actually is. Because, like, I do get it, right? But alright, where's the shadow? Where's the Mr. Hat shadow? Oh my god. No, I missed it. Wait, I saw it! Ah! Right here. Mr. Hat. Oh my god. Doesn't this shadow resemble the suspicious shadowy figure?
Now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it?
Miss Wright, could you identify this shadow for the court? Would I ever consider playing Danganronpa games? They're similar to Ace Attorney? I mean, if they're similar, I guess I could be open to it. I don't know what that is.
Let's see. I believe that's Mr. Hat's shadow. It's from when he's being pulled up from the stage to the catwalk.
Thank you, Trucy. Then, could this shadow that's shown later in the footage be Mr. Hat too?
No, that's not possible. After Mr. Hat was pulled up to the catwalk, he stayed up there.
So in other words, this second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up.
Oh, some other figure. I'm afraid you'll need to be more specific than that, Mr. Justice.
He's right, we've come this far. I'll just have to figure it out from clues I have on hand. What is the second shadow shown in the footage? What is the second shadow? Do you mean who is? It's this man, I'm convinced. You cannot tell me otherwise. If we consider what was happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rios. In other words, Mr. Man of Mystery.
The victim.
Please, take a look at the prank script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after the act. Isn't that right, Mr. Ratings? Indeed, and what of it? I contend that's exactly what happened. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so that he could be pulled up into the air.
So, you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says?
Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true piece de resistance of the culprit's murderous magic show. Ooh.
Huh. Don't tell me. You've got it all figured out?
I think so. If we can just look beyond Mr. Ratings' last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk just like Mr. Hat, and hit the cushion up there with considerable force. I just have to figure out what else happened up there at that time.
Are you ready to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
In that case, please answer me this. Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that?
To murder him. Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up there after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die, when he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out how these two questions relate, the answers should become clear. Could it be? Mr. Mystery must have thought that he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air, after Miss Wright was called backstage and just as the set piece fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or a blade of some sort.
What? You mean?
Yes, it really was a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air. Oh no! And straight into a blade there in the catwalk. In other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
Oh!
Remotely?
Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Ratings was at the time of death. Yeah, but it kind of a little bit matters who lifted his body, doesn't it? Like, who yeeted my man up?
But what exactly does it work, Mr. Justice?
Just before the murder occurred, the dragon set piece was up in the catwalk. It and Mr. Man of Mystery were linked together, were connected to each other by a wire at the time. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall. Oh no, Betty, we're about to make you look guilty of murder. Which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up. Ooh, oh wow, budget. And into the blade cushion. Oh, Betty, you committed murder! The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade. Oh, he's sweating, boys.
Oh! Then that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape.
The blade must have been set up overhead sometime before the magic show. Mr. Hat must have been slashed by it too, when he was pulled up to the cushion. Oh, sweetie.
I can't believe it. I had no idea. I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made the set piece fall. That's the only reason I did it!
You were used, Betty. Roger Ratings used you.
I thought he was my little puppet to boss around, but it was the other way around.
After the incident occurred, Mr. Ratings arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword with the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down to the stage.
But how did he have time to do all of that?
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see.
A horrific murder, camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off.
As long as the show proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die off. Aww. That's why it was you, Mr. Ratings, who killed the victim all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Grammary!
Yeah, what do you got to say to all this, my boy? Yep. Okay. Bit of a broken record, are we? Enough! You dim-witted, ignorant, imbecilic, putrid red pepper! Wow, tell me how you really feel. Talk about not knowing when to let it go and move on. Do you have a rebuttal or something, Mr. Sadmati? No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory.
But Mr. Retinz retrieved it after the fact.
Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory.
But
Without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the blood-stained sword was found, after all.
That's a very good point.
As the only person who could have committed the crime there on that stage, Trucy Wright remains the prime suspect.
But no!
It would appear that what you call truth is little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accused's innocence. It is time at last to let it go and move on.
Ugh!
Are you seeing this magnific grammary? My magic is exacting punishment on your granddaughter. The grammary name is done for!
Apollo! We need to hit them with a decisive piece of evidence here. Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Mr. Justice, do you or don't you have anything to prove that the witness committed this remote murder you propose?
Of course I do, Your Honor.
This entire incident was carried out exactly according to the script.
Right, so theoretically, there shouldn't be any evidence for us to find or use. Which means our best bet is to see if something unscripted happened. There's gotta be something Mr. Retinz couldn't have foreseen. And once I find it, that's how I'm going to expose his murderous trick. Get ready, Mr. Retinz, because I'm about to reveal the secret to your magic. Well, we know that Bonnie made a mistake. There's no tricks or gimmicks here, just some good old-fashioned logic.
Oh, Brain Blast, boys!
Ooh, whoa. Forward Brain Blast. We're on a timeline. Nice. As long as the magic shows when it's scripted, the murder would happen without fail. Everything in this case was carefully planned so that no evidence would be left behind. Still, one thing happened that definitely wasn't in the plan. What part of the magic show wasn't part of the show's original script? Bonnie's mistake. Oh, Bonnie made a mistake. Bonnie made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick. What mistake did Bonnie make during the magic trick? Her life choices, oh no! It was Mr. Hat's positioning, wasn't it? Yeah. Mr. Hat was placed in the wrong place. Because Bonnie placed Mr. Hat to the right of the coffin instead of to the left, Trucy had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite to the one in the show's script. But the culprit didn't know that when he first arrived at the theater, which means he was bound to make a slip-up when he tampered with the crime scene. Which Oh, sorry, I didn't know I could have clicked the wrong answer. I thought I would have gotten penalized. You can click wrong answers here. If something funny happens in the future, I will try to remember that. Sorry, chat. Which part of the culprit's cover-up attempt was affected by Trucy's new position? Which part of the culprit's cover-up attempt Which part of the culprit's cover-up attempt would be affected? The blood in the coffin hole, the edited show footage, the fingerprints on the coffin. Think, George, think. Technically, I would say the blood in the coffin hole should be off. Because Trucy was on the wrong side of the stage, so the blood should have been on the opposite side. But the blood was on the right side. Wasn't it? Am I making that up? Can I... Is there evidence I can look at for this? This is the one that makes sense, right? The edited show footage doesn't track to me. Fingerprints on the coffin doesn't track. Blood. I think it's blood in the coffin hole. The blood was on the wrong side of the coffin. Thinking Trucy had appeared on the left, the culprit must have put the blood in the left hole. Oh! I get it! That's why the panels were reversed. Oh my god, I fucking forgot about that shit. Holy bloody fucking hell. I even said, oh, this is gonna be an important point. The handprints are backwards. At some point, somebody must have switched the panels. And then it never came up. And so naturally you forget about it. You're like, oh yeah, that point really never came into fruition. Oh, this is it. If the killer had originally put the blood on the left side, then that means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make up for it. To make the crime scene consistent with the facts, the culprit must have swapped the fucking coffin sides. The culprit swapped the coffin sides! Yeah, he did! That's right! The left and the right panels of the coffin are interchangeable. The culprit must have switched the two panels to make the bloodstain fit the facts. But the switching might have also given rise to something unnatural. That's it! There was something unnatural about the coffin, and that's the evidence I need. Boys, it's a brain blast! Sorry, Mr. Ratings, but I have some very conclusive evidence of your guilt. Another bluff, is it? There's no way you have any kind of thing. My magic is real, no show. No, there are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion. What? After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you? Ugh. And because you did, you left behind something very unnatural for us to find. This proves that Roger Ratings tampered with the crime scene after the murder took place. Where are they, boys? Where are they? The fingerprints analysis. It's there.
Take that!
Oh, I'm winning. The fingerprint results.
What about the fingerprints is unnatural?
Well, let's take a look at the prints the victim left inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his prints should have looked like this. However, what we found was that they were facing the opposite direction. It's quite unnatural for the prints to be facing this way, wouldn't you agree? Ugh!
It is strange, isn't it? But how did they get this way?
They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to script. Yeah, he did. The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin. And that Miss Wright would also pop up to the left side of the coffin as per the show's script. And then assumed she had thrust her sword into the hole on the left side of the coffin. That's why he put blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up his crime. But sometime after leaving the bloodstain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Hat was to the right of the coffin. And that despite the script, Miss Wright had thrust her sword into the hole on the right. In short, the hole with the blood in it was on the side opposite to the one that Trucy used. To make the blood's location fit the facts, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again. So he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels.
Oh! And that's how the fingerprints on the coffin ended up backwards.
Wow, we are really lucky that Bonnie made a mistake.
Because the culprit switched the two sides of the panels around. Then the prints ended up facing the opposite direction. But instead of going to all that trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe out the blood and redo it on the other side?
I'm afraid it wouldn't be that simple, Your Honor. Because of a little something called luminol testing. Ace Attorney's shot bingo checklist, luminol blood testing.
Oh, right, luminol. I almost forgot about that. It can detect trace amounts of blood. Even if it's wiped away, right?
That's right. Wiping the blood away would have only served as proof of his meddling. How about it, Mr. Ratings? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I? Ugh.
Objection.
Trucy Wright could have done the same thing just as easily. You have no proof that it was the witness who tampered with the evidence. Ah, but I do have proof, you see. What? A person who was in this magic show would never have made the mistake of putting the blade on the wrong side. Least of all, Miss Wright, who surely would have been the person who actually put the blade into the coffin hole.
Oh, you are absolutely right.
You impudent! I am sure you've realized by now, Prosecutor Sadmati, that your claim that Miss Wright is the culprit just doesn't hold water. You and the accused are most certainly— Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off right there. Miss Wright and I, because I think you're the one with the ticket there for lying to convict an innocent girl, a ticket right to the Twilight Realm.
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie, you broke your beads. Oh! It's kind of satisfying to watch, honestly.
Prosecutor Sadmati. Are you alright?
As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go, but didn't actually see it. And someone who had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident. And the only person who fits that bill is you, Roger Ratings.
Grammary.
All of the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show's been cancelled. Permanently. Ooh, Apollo coming in clutch. All of my secrets have been revealed, you say? Oh. Don't make me laugh, boy! Mine is the true real magic. There are no secrets to reveal. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the great Mr. Rias. Witness a magic greater than true Grammaries. Whoa, holy shit. Burn! Crumble! Fall to my furious flames, the great Mr. Rias. We'll bring an end to you all. And now, for the final heir to the Grammary name, right here, right now, you too shall burn— Oh, huh? No, that sounds right. No! I didn't do anything wrong! No, it's not my fault! I'm not the one to blame. I'm the victim here! What? Stop! No! Curse you, Grammary! Oh, did you see his eyes? I think Big Boy was officially cancelled. God, what a show, what a spectacle he made of it too, holy shit. Curse those Grammaries! It's all because of them. Even now they wound me. Curse them all to the abyss. Dude, you made your 19-year-old girlfriend commit murder on your behalf. That's kind of fucked up, honestly. Do you really hate us that much? Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent person?
You're damn right! You have no idea what humiliations I had to suffer. Your grandfather, Magnifi-Grammary, kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation.
Yeah, but you committed murder. Like, dude, weigh your problems. Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a magician. But that Magnifi, he took it all from me.
But that's literally no excuse to kill a human person. You're vile. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not be used as a means for murder.
What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all.
I get it now. That attitude toward magic. It's why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician.
Ooh! Tea? Don't deserve? I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for that lawyer over there, you'd be on your way to prison as we speak.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? So in the end, Troupe Grammary was defeated by the great Mysterious. Whatever makes you sleep better at night, my guy. You're not fit to lecture me on hives, right? You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn. Poof! Take that, Grammary! You lose! If anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, I think it's this guy. This court and my prison can both burn in the flames of my creation.
Bailiff, I'm over this. You can take Mr. Reigns away. And bring a fire extinguisher to be safe.
Alright, have I won the case? Is it over? We are well over stream time right now.
Yes, it does look like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show.
It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow. Huh? Why does Trucy look so down?
Miss Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm about to announce my verdict. Could I see that wonderful smile of yours? That smile of a true entertainer as I do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant Trucy right.
Nah, it's guilty, boys. Oh my god, chat. Throwing it down. Too bad he doesn't realize that Apollo Justice is also technically a grammary. Do you think Apollo could be a magician? Guys, look at this. Hey, Prosecutor Sadamati, how do you feel about the confetti?
Court is adjourned.
Phew. Alright, boys, let's wrap it up and call it a night. What do you say? Clean some house out here. It's been one hell of a stream. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Thank you for everything, Polly. Trucy! Graziado, languages, they're fun. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned. Yep, and it's all thanks to you two. Oh, but now that Mr. Rios is gone, I do need to find somebody to replace him. Polly!
Oh, jeez. I don't like where this is going. Breezy, I just remembered, there was a scene that was cut after the show evacuation where Apollo talks to Trucy before the police arrest her. Ratings appears and creepily calls her princess. Oh, kind of like, what's-her-face? Blackwill's Aura. If you have Netflix, check out The Dragon Prince. Oh yeah, I do have Netflix, maybe I will check it.
Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything. Hey, what are you apologizing for? Roger Ratings used us, and we're victims too. He even made me an accomplice to murder. But Betty, you have to take some of the blame for this, you know? Even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it? Neither one of you is to blame. The only one in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Ratings.
Yeah, but Betty, the legal system might... You might want to call a lawyer. Hey, I'm looking to get paid. The last 2 cases I took were pro bono, so... If you got money, hit me up.
Don't you think I know that? Say what you want, but don't think for a second that I don't still hate you. I guess she really does hate me. But Betty, why? I used to be a huge fan of Trucy's. Hey, shut up! I've always hated her. Really? But if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves. Speak for yourself! But Betty, you still have her autograph from- just shut up!
Was she acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trucy? Oh my god, they both have the hots for Trucy? You've got to be kidding me. Wow. Trucy, I never knew how being the, like, perfect human being who everybody fucking falls in love with could be so tough.
Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving. We have to get ready for tomorrow's show. You're really excited about performing with Trucy again, aren't you? That's not true, and zip it, dummy.
Alright, ladies, I do love this, but we gotta wrap it up.
Polly, do you think I really am a naive greenhorn?
What? No, that's nonsense, sweetie. She's not. Great. Unnecessary flashbacks. Again. Yep, nope, we've seen this literally a couple of minutes ago. Yep. Wow, I can't even skip the dialogue or anything. Yep. These are all events that transpired. Listen, guys, the clock is ticking. I don't mean to be insensitive, but it's been a long day, and I'm not on a time clock either, because this is my friend Trucy. I'm not getting paid for this. So could we, like, wrap it up? Trucy, don't tell me you're taking what Mr. Ratings said to heart.
Well, maybe a little. I didn't really see through his tricks, and I let myself be taken in by his magic. So, I don't think I can trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn.
No, you shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you.
Huh?
You're a wonderful grammary magician, and you should be proud of yourself.
Thanks, Polly. But what makes you say that?
I know you're a wonderful grammary magician because of this. Where are her panties? No, it's the grammary notebook, I think.
Take that!
I'm pretty confident it's this.
My grandfather's notebook. My grandfather's notebook?
The Grammary Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troop's creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You are everything Magnifi could have hoped for in an heir. You're a great magician, Trucy.
A great magician? Me?
You really are. And that's why you don't need an assistant. You don't have to worry about what Mr. Ratings said.
Oh, Polly, thank you. Still, I couldn't have done it without you. I would have lost my nerve if I had been up there alone. But I was able to keep on smiling because of you.
Me?
I remembered what you said to me in the detention center.
Boys, timing! These flashbacks! Yep, I know it wasn't your fault. I believe in you, Trucy. You're fine.
This is such a great, heartwarming conversation, Apollo. I'm so glad we're having it.
for the 4th time in a row. Believe in your skill as a professional magician, Trucy. I'm gonna prove your innocence, Trucy. Don't you worry, Trucy. You're gonna be fine, Trucy.
Your words were what kept me going. Thank you. From the heart of my bottom, Apollo. Now I can be everything I was meant to be.
Trucy's real smile is the best. I'm so glad I could make that happen. Oh god, Emma, what do you want? Listen, I forgive you for everything you did. Please, let's wrap this up.
I'm really sorry, Trucy, for everything. But why? Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Sadmati what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too. Oh, you have nothing to apologize for. You were just doing your job.
She was. We should leave.
You're too kind. Oh, I don't know about that. Huh? Is something wrong, Emma? Oh!
Oh, great. God, we're getting the whole party today. Prosecutor Sadmati? What are you doing here? I'm really trying to get out of the courthouse by noon today. Detective Sky.
Yes?
I require your forensics expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go. Wait! Prosecutor Sadmati! The trial is over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact. Oh, you need to run away with your tail between your legs, I see. Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me?
What? Apollo! What's with all of these boyfriends coming out of the woodwork?
You've really changed, Nayuta. Telling me to let it go and stuff? What happened to you? Oh, lawyer of impure soul. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Are you serious? Nayuta! Now, if you will excuse me. Well, there he goes.
What was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Sadmati?
Let's just say we're old acquaintances.
Acquaintances? It looked like something a bit more like that. It kind of looked like my daddy's relationship with Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, well...
You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject.
I guess I'll have to talk about it someday. But for now... Come on, let's forget out the past. And let's leave the courthouse. By all means, and celebrate Trucy's future.
Sure, if you say so.
Oh my god. Hey, it's Mr. Wright, because we gotta talk to every single character in the entire game now that I'm 2.5 hours in the stream. Love that for me. Mr. Wright, what's up?
Oh, put him on speakerphone, Apollo.
Yeah, sure, why not? We're clearly just killing all the time in the world here. It's fine. I got no place to be. What's up, Mr. Wright? Apollo! How's Trucy? What happened at the trial? Did you get a not guilty verdict? Mr. Wright, slow down. Everything's fine.
Hi, Daddy. I'm okay now. She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo.
Phew. Well, that's a load off my mind. I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down the fort any time. What, me? Really? Yes, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes. A full-fledged lawyer? I still can't wrap my mind around it. Is this your longest stream yet? No, Almevo game. You must not be from the time period where I played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I tried to fight the final boss of that game. That was a long stream. It's archived on this channel. That might be my longest stream to date, if I'm remembering correctly. Thank goodness you were there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo. No need for that, boss. Especially not in front of everyone. What do I think of Nayuta so far? I want to have more time with him to form a fuller opinion. Because right now, he's got his walls up, right? With his walls up, I find him to be kind of rude, but also kind of chill. But, you know, all of the prosecutors we meet are kind of rude till their walls get broken down. Oh, and by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go. You'll do that for me, won't you? Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
So, Daddy asked you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right?
Nope, he just asked me to cheer you on.
Okay, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly.
The best seat in the house. I really appreciate the thought, but
Good, then it's settled.
is it? Whew. April 29th, Penrose Theater stage.
Objection!
Objection? What? I should have known. Oh, oh, what a cute photo. Oh, it's adorable.
This is what she meant. Magical girl Trucy Wright will now perform her greatest illusion yet. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic.
Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? There is a trick, or a gimmick. I'm too young to die.
Now then, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword. No, wait, stop. No! Apollo, you look so cute up there. And that is how Trucy and Gramarye Land ended in a rousing high note. With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams.
What kind of ending is that? And, oh, God bless. No, this was such a good case. I'm sorry if I lost my energy towards the end. I'm running out of steam. It's been a long night. Oof. I tell you guys, this is why, you know, sometimes streams go too long, but it was worth finishing, I will say. Episode 3, The Right of Turnabout. Nice. Save your game. Yes, please. Alright, so this is great. That means that now I get to take the weekend off, and I will be back on Monday where we will start a brand new case, The Right of Turnabout. I look forward to seeing it. I wonder if we're going to go back to Phoenix Wright. But that's going to be it for me today. Please leave a like on the stream because it's been a long night. And then go enjoy the rest of your Fridays, you guys. I'm going to try and go get some food inside of my stomach, and that will be it for me today, all right? Toodles, boys!